Hello, this is a video response to last reflection on this video about definitions of anime. And I was going to just post down in the comment field that I really don't care about the definitions because for me, I like to watch animated movies and series and I don't really care where they're from and what exact box they fit into. I mean, I'm Norwegian, and we just call all of it tegnefilm, which basically translates into movies that are drawn. So all fits there. But yeah, I do have some opinions, and I think I would use more time to explain them than I can get out of 500 letters. Or is it that? 500 signs in the comments field. So anyway, here we go. I think that I fall into that anime is art style. It's the origin where exactly something is produced isn't as important as it follows the art style. And let me use food to explain my position. Yes, the fat girl is going to give it food. Take pancakes. Now Norwegian pancakes. They are flat things. They are filled the entire pan, they're thin, and they're used to roll up, and you have stuff in them like jam, or if you're gonna have it for dinner, you might have meats and so on rolled up into it. That's what we call pancakes. American pancakes, however, are little round fat things that they put on plates in stacks and pour butter or syrup on it, I think. Anyway, I found a recipe for American pancakes the other day, and if I, a Norwegian woman in Norway, makes these pancakes by that recipe, what I will get is American pancakes that don't stop being American pancakes made after American tradition just because they happen to be made by someone who is not American in Norway. And I feel it's the same with any art style. If uh, I started doing French style painting, it will still be French style painting. And I feel it's the same thing with anime. You have a distinct style to it. Like you say, if you put a Western animation and an anime next to one another, there are some clear distinctions about that show that basically is different with the anime. And for me, I think that's the definition I will go by. Does it follow this? And does it follow it completely? Because clearly there are a lot of shows that are inspired by anime that I wouldn't necessarily define as such. You mentioned Teen Titans, that is one. It has definitely a lot of the visuals of anime. I mean, if I didn't know anything about the show whatsoever, I do like it by the way, it's a great show. And they just put Teen Titans, still shot from Teen Titans in front of me. I would say, oh, that's probably an anime because it has these big eyes and crazy hair and all of that, which is present in a lot of anime. So yeah, and I think that a definition for uh, an art, an art a genre, an art genre, cannot be completely specific. There isn't a way to say this is the box. There will never be something that sort of sits on the fence and is a bit, it might be, it might not be, because it is art. And I mean, you might as well say, okay, if it's just the nation of origin, what then about animes, basically Japanese animation, that tries to mimic Western animation because there are quite a few of those. So yeah, I think it has to do with the art style, how a story is told, all of these things that are usually present in anime. I mean, before, and I'm not an expert on anime, just like to watch the thing, but before Astro Boy, there were animated um, series and such in Japan, but I generally didn't have a lot of the things that we associate with anime today. A lot of these things came into the genre because Astro Boy had to do them because of lack of time and resources. I mean, they cranked out those episodes extremely fast. So, yeah. And I think that there will always be shows that you cannot completely decide if are anime or not. Because, I mean, even if you have the origin idea, what if you have an American company that has hired a lot of Western animators? Is that still an anime? Does it has to be pure? Everybody involved has to be Japanese, pure Japanese, for it to be anime? I don't think so. I think that sort of takes a bit of the concept of an art form. I think that in a way, yes, it has to do with origin. It has to do with this is Japanese animation, but I think Japanese animation can be done other places, just like American pancakes can be made other places. And of course, then you have shows that try to mimic, uh, anime. For example, which is it the comics was made in Italy, and then there was an animated show. I think that was made in America, but it's very, very, very clearly inspired by anime. You have the typical it's a magic girl show. You have the typical magic girl transformations, the outfits, the even after a while you get the little pet. It is, and also the art style. Characters have these big eyes. It looks very anime, and on the surface it seems very anime. But when you watch the show, I don't really get that anime feeling from it. So there, I would say it is a show deeply inspired by anime, but isn't anime itself. However, I do think it's completely possible to make anime in the West if you follow the conventions of Japanese animation and follow them very accurately, then you will create anime, just as I think it's possible to create Western animation in Japan if you follow the conventions of Western animation. So, yeah, I think it has less to do with geographical origin as it has to do with basically following an art style. And then I don't mean just that they have big eyes, because actually not all anime have that huge eyes, hardly any mouth things. A lot of anime has it, but not every anime out there. It has to do with everything from storytelling to music to the art style to how the colors are used to have a distinct package, which I would then define as anime. But I think there's no definition that you can use that will not have some fringe elements that is could this be anime? Possibly. So yeah, it's like with any genre. There are things that you consider. Could this be a horror movie? I don't know. Is it? Could this be a crime mystery? has quite a few of the elements, but so any genre like that is very hard to define, have a hard, fast definition for. But I think that if you look at the art style and go by that, you will get the most accurate definition for what anime is, what we can call anime in the West. And yeah, of course, that's just my opinion. I'm not an expert on the matter, but that's how I define it for myself. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I really love your videos. Bye!